I grew up in South Bend, Indiana, and now I've been blessed with a great opportunity to have a big, giant, 9,600 square foot garage that's bigger than probably twice, if not 3 times as big as the house that I grew up in. So come on inside and check out some of the cool things that I got in my garage. This car here is a bit of an interesting story. It's a 1957 Custom Royal Lancer Super D500. It's a 325 Hemi with dual 4 barrels, and it's a factory stick shift car. One of 8 ever built. Dodge didn't keep numbers really good back in the mid-50s. A friend of mine, Don Miller, found it in Hemmings. Drove about 2 hours to this place to check it out. It was in a little lean-to. The roof was caved in. It's just a cool old car. It's got a pretty good story. My uncle, myself, a few other people helped to restore a lot of the things on it. The cool part was it was owned by an old lady. So this car is like the original grocery go-getter, hot rod, old lady's car from back in the 50s. So I started racing quarter midgets when I was 4.5 years old, and this car right here is my very first quarter midget. That right there is my last quarter midget, and this is a quarter midget that I won my second Grand Nationals in 1988, I believe it was. I was testing it, practicing it one day, and I told my dad that my butt was getting hot. And he didn't believe me at first, and then he finally realized afterwards that my butt was getting hot because I was really dragging my butt on the racetrack. This is me driving it when I was a kid. My crew, my mom, my sister, and my dad had the checkered flags and some free stickers that my dad had used up someplace along the way. My very first race car. Only ever going to be one first, and this is my first. This is a small block Chevrolet I'm actually going to put in one of my old trucks I got outside. It's not completely blown up, but I'm pretty sure it's on its way, and this will be the core to help rebuild that one. That's one of my not so daily projects. These here are the 3 Silver Crown cars that I used when I won the championship in 1999. This was my dad's car, and these were the 2 cars that were sister cars basically from the guys that owned it out in Fresno, California. My engine guy was always worried that somebody was gonna throw something in and it was gonna get ingested in the motor, so he put a rag inside here before the race started. Well, I started the race and he forgot to take the rag out. So I went down the front straightaway going into turn 1 and the throttle stuck. And I ran 100 laps with the kill switch and my toe strap, and I ended up finishing 3rd. I still call him the rag man. It's just a pretty cool story of overcoming adversity and doing what you gotta do to try to win a race. So this is kind of like the catch-all place, but this is where I have some of my original trophies from back when I raced open wheel cars, some of my pole winning trophies, some of my Busch wins, some of the other bigger wins, no doubt, but I got pictures and stuff that I've just collected over the years. So this hat here is from when I was a kid. If I remember right, my grandparents went to the Speedway, Daytona International Speedway, which was the Speedway at the time, and got it signed by the King for me when I was a kid. There you go. That's an antique right there. That's an old DuPont hat that I got signed probably 25 years ago. There's one of my dad's hats. That was me and my quarter midget, G&G Auto Service, and it's just kind of a cool kind of piece of history. Back when it was cool to have a brake in them. So this box here was given to me by a friend who is a photographer down at Daytona International Speedway. His name's Don Bach. He gave me his box from when he was a kid. So this is what kids had back in the day, which I have my dad's collection of old slot cars as well. But it's got his whole box of cars. Road race cars, Indy cars, stock cars. He had set it up with me several years ago to go race slot cars at a 24th and 32nd scale slot car track. Just cool to have something that's somebody's pride and joy from when they were a kid. It means a lot to me. I got a 1957 Ford, and I need to change the oil and service everything. So we're gonna check everything out that we can on it, make sure that it's safe to drive. That way when I take my kids to go get ice cream, I have some peace of mind. So I'm gonna drain the oil here and just give it a chance to let all the old oil, get out of the oil pan. While I'm letting the oil drain, I'll take my air gauge, go around and check all the air in the tires. Right there at full. Got it. First try. Now, I want to see what kinds of projects you're doing in your garage. Share them with #GarageLife.